Hello, everybody. Session 42, scene 11, 12, and final scene 13. Scene 11. The people are afraid of the arrival of the holy man. They are further perplexed because, in their opinion, prayer is not a befitting solution to death and famine. People have been mercilessly murdered. Many others have starved to death in the long run. Prayer can no more save their starving frames. Tughlaq welcomes Abbasid, who is in fact Aziz in disguise. He uses high flown words and honorary titles for him, which, seen in the context of the play, sound hilarious since the readers are aware of the fact that it is Aziz in disguise. A Hindu woman who had lost her child on the way to Daulatabad recognizes Aziz, but she doesn't speak. Riots follow this episode since this is supposed to be yet another cleverly contrived measure at defeating the will of the citizens. In the scene 12, Azam makes plans for escape from the palace with Aziz. Aziz resists these attempts because he believes he is comfortably placed in the Sultan's custody. Moreover, Azam's sudden disappearance may give rise to questions. Azam voices his fear of being recognized, whereas Aziz is contented with his circumstances. Azam realizes the seriousness of the situation and pleads with Aziz to escape, but Aziz is confident enough not to even conceive of anything like this. In the final scene, the unexpected assassination of Azam brings Aziz to the Sultan. His identity is questioned and Aziz seems to be caught. Aziz cleverly absolves himself of all crime by eloquently arguing that he has been the true disciple of the Sultan, since he has unflinchingly observed each and every order of his. He was a disciple who closely imitated the actions of the Sultan himself, obeyed every bit of his, and stood by every law. He reveals the fact that when the Sultan declared the oneness of all religions, he, a common dhobi, was the first to file a suit against the Sultan in the garb of a Brahmin. He then produced counterfeit currency and obeyed the new law. He plundered people of their wealth and belongings on their way to Daulatabad. Exhausted with all this, he killed Abbasid and appeared in the garb of a holy man. On being asked what punishment would be appropriate for him, he requests the Sultan to promote him to the post of an officer. The Sultan, amazed at his genius and his deeds, appoints him the official of Deccan. Even Barani, the only surviving companion of Tughlaq, leaves him. His isolation is complete and he is different being altogether. As he tries to get the forbidden sleep, the call for the prayer is heard and he falls asleep. After prayer, he gets up confused from his deep sleep. Tughlaq is a historical play of a largely failed leadership of the great man of ideas, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. All his politically contrived moves are most of the times the product of his revengeful mind, his motives to exact revenge on his enemies, but never for the welfare of the state. Most of his ideas fail because they lack fine execution and not find the support of the citizens. As the protagonist and leader of the state, throughout the play, he is never steady in his seat and he transforms into an antagonist gradually as the play moves on. He appeals to the audience as an antagonist rather than a protagonist. Thank you.